Uh, Hello, everybody out there, YouTube land, social media land. From wherever you're viewing, we appreciate it. Like we had stated before, this is our new channel, BU, and it kind of sprung from the fact that for the individuals that saw my YouTube video from the Black Experience Japan, once again appreciate them for interviewing me and letting me use my voice to tell people about the experience in Japan. From the buzz that it got, me and my homeboy Lavelle decided to go ahead and start our own channel and talk about things that brothers deal with in Japan, and just even on just like a bigger scope of like the interactions we have with people, the things that we see that we feel others don't really pay attention to or don't really want to speak out on. So, and at the end of the day, like the channel says, just being you. And the reason we use that, the reason we named it that is because we felt that we've run into a lot of individuals out here, black, white, whatever the so may be, that don't embody that at all.
Being fake.
Yep.
Being fake.
being super fake, being just like, you just know, like this person is not
authentic. They're not portraying their true persona. I mean, it's cool you want to recreate yourself.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we all evolve when we get older. We learn new things. We become wiser, gain more knowledge. But a lot of people actually even start losing faith in themselves.
Yeah.
Because Japan has a way of like trying to conform you to be part of the whole. Instead of being an individual finger, they like to take you and ball you up and make you this fish,
Yeah.
And that is something we always have to remind each other. That's why we link up from time to time, and like other friends as well, because we always want to remind each other that the importance of being you. I mean, if you can't be you, then who else gonna be you? Like that's the world needs you to be you, not to be somebody else.
Exactly. I totally exactly, and that's why we named the channel this as well. But I guess this is kind of the first installment of many more things that we are going to bring to this station and this channel for you all. So I guess we're just gonna kind of I don't know. I think I want to focus on the essence of imagery here and the essence of them, of how they seem to claimingly borrow and not take, but as we see as taking things from other cultures and other types of basically taking things that aren't theirs and then claiming them like as this is Japanese, like literally like as theirs, you know what I mean? So like, for example, when I was talking to Lavelle about this, and I said I think this would be a good way to start this off today, for this first episode. I was at a bar, my birthday's tomorrow, on the 24th, but I was at a bar with my buddy Nazir, who's not here today. He'll be in some of these episodes as well. Yeah, I saw him on the live and he watched our live. And I randomly met this guy from not Montana, Utah.
Shout out Utah.
And shout out to Utah. And we was both under the influence, he's white, I'm African American, and he was just like, first of all started talking to me about being Mormon, and I was like, that was really random.
Black Mormon.
And then he also just wanted to chill out, hang out like suddenly, like spontaneously. Mind you, we just met at that bar. And he like trusted me to walk off with me and go somewhere with me where, usually sometimes that shit don't happen like that. And he was just like, cool, like let's go kick it. And at first I wasn't really about that because I was really trying to kind of just like stop at this one other bar and go home. And that was it. But he's like, oh bro, let's go chill out, let's go. I'm like, all right man, let's go. So we went to a place called Kanai. It's in the Yokohama City. It's in the Yokohama City vicinity. And we went there, and we were walking to the bar that I wanted to take him to. We were bar, and I've seen this bar before because this is the area I live in, and I always kind of been interested and intrigued about it as well, because in the window there's like, I don't know if you guys have seen like, you know, like those little statues, clay statues of like African Americans like playing instruments like piano or like trumpet or, you know, whatever the soul may be, right? But there was bigger models of them, and they were kind of encased in glass. And then even in the doorway, like you come in, it's a glass doorway, and then you on the doorway on the left hand side, there's like a mural, like on the wall, of African Americans playing instruments, looking like probably jazz or blues or soul or whatever so may be, right? So if you see something like this, you would think that this is for you, that of course, and we're probably doing soul, jazz, blues, or whatever it so may be. Shit, maybe might even be, you know, black performers in there as well. You would think that, right? And I've always walked past this place, and I've always thought in my mind, you know, me being here for so long, me understanding like this is not for me. Like, even though it should be for me, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in. He walks in first. And then I walk in behind. He like bursts in the door. Like he's like really drunk. Like he's burst in. And then I walk in behind him. And I'm looking at it. First of all, I'm hearing Stevie Wonder, Superstition.
Very superstitions. Bow, bow, bow.
And it's being sung by a Japanese dude.
So it was like, Wowie Hoopatitos, Daddy on the wall.
And it wasn't. And
That was racist.
And I'm not saying some of these cats ain't talented. I met some cats that could sing pretty well, but this dude could not. And it was bad. It was like disgraceful, really. Like, why, like a song that like that iconic and that epic, like why are you like destroying it like that? Like it was it was bad. And walk in and I'm kind of drunk, but I see like the people sitting in there, and their faces when I walk in, they were like,
They was like, save us, black man. Please get grab the mic. Please
and
save us."
I'm like telling this dude, because you know he's a white woman from Utah. He thinks all good. My brother, let's go. Like, it's time to go. Like we get out now, and it's this older woman. Now she doesn't look like she's from Japan. I'm almost sure she wasn't from Japan. So therefore, she's a foreigner as well. So we come out the door. I'm already out the door first. And then he comes out the door last. And she's standing outside the door. And in English tells him and I, mind you, this lady isn't from Japan. I know this for a fact. And she says, I'm sorry, no foreigners allowed in here. And I'm like, huh? Mind you, at the bar, there's a mural of people that look like me and him on the wall playing instruments. Outside of the bar, it's a you know, glass encased thing of statues of African Americans playing instruments. But like, I mean, didn't even think twice about saying it. You know what I mean? Didn't hesitate. Didn't even think like, yo, I sound kind of fucked up saying this. No, it was just like, no, you're not allowed up in here. Like you can't come up in here with the Japanese dude on stage bringing a state like Superstition. Like was like is like the, if you've heard the song Superstition, which I'm sure everybody has.
So my question, brother man, why do you think that is the case? What's the meaning behind a Gaijin free zone? Is it for comfortable, no judgment? Is it so they can feel superior in some way, shape, or form? Because if we allowed in there, like, we're gonna go in there and be the best karaoke stars ever? Like, what? Why would you even create a rule like that to cut off business? Like, what is the? I mean, that's to you guys. Like, what do you think is the thought process behind creating a Gaijin free zone?
For those who don't know what Gaijin means, it means like you're outside foreigner.
Outside.
Literally, based on the kanji combination, it means outside person. So it really means like outsider.
So we are the outsiders.
Yeah.
We should change the channel to be you, the true outsider, or something, shit like that,
Exactly.
Next time y'all come on, we'll be like, welcome to the outsiders.
Hey, it might change. That actually, hey, it might change. That's actually kind of cool.
Melanated outsiders.
So you know.
So
what?
hey, stay tuned. It might be the outsiders.
It might change the outsider.
Cause we pretty rebellious. You see him, got the rebels by the car.
Yeah, y'all saw it from the YouTube. Y'all saw it from the YouTube video how I move. And like I said, I appreciate y'all for saying. But to speak on Lavelle's question, what I think it is that I don't know, man. I think it's especially in that area, it has high that activity of Yakuza business, as far as I know. High activity.
They don't want the TIA in them.
I don't know, but
And they're bugging it.
so maybe they want to keep things traditional, but at the same time take the things that people like him and I created and use them for their enjoyment without having been bothered by the idea of something potentially going bad, or maybe there are these preconceived images like, oh, these guys are gonna come in here and get drunk and fuck shit up.
Cause it don't make, it's crazy to me. Cause like, all right, even being here, I don't see nothing wrong with outsiders. Like the place that says Gaijin Free Zone or whatever. Because if it plays Japanese music, but if it plays outsiders music, then why wouldn't you allow us in there? That makes no sense. Now, if you just playing Japanese music, then it tells me you're a traditionalist, right? You're a nationalist. You want to listen to Japanese stuff. You only want to see Japanese people. I understand that. I think everybody has the right to in the world to create an environment where they feel comfortable. So that's understandable. But to like take your image, exploit it, your music, but then exile you, that's a really like effed up way of thinking. So for those who coming in 2020, you know, we might need to show you guys what the sign looks like that says Gaijin Free, like not Gaijin Free, but like no Gaijins allowed. So just so you don't have that encounter, because they do have a lot of places like that. So it just doesn't make sense to me. That's why I asked the question, like what's the thinking behind it? I figured maybe he read up on it. But if you guys know, you know, throw it in the comment section if you know why they had created areas like that. Crazy to me.
Yeah, it is. It's ridiculous, man.
Oh, if you guys want to know where we at, we are at Cars Jr. Yes, Cars Jr. It's off. It's like out in town or whatever. It's real good. It's this dude's birthday, so I mean tomorrow it is. And then he came down. We're gonna do the videos. I was like, hey, let's grab something to eat.
Yeah,
he never ate a Cars Jr. So
never happened. It was bomb. It was very bomb.
it was bombish.
Bombish.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
How's the chicken fingers?
Chicken fingers were very juicy. Extremely juicy.
Ever had Cars Jr.?
Surprised.
See? Ever had Cars Jr. in Japan? Check it out. Probably tastes a little bit better.
Yeah, probably. But
back to racism. Action.
basically that's what it is in a nutshell. It's and on another note, it's there's a whole club out here called Harlem. Okay, Harlem. All right. Now, in history, think about what Harlem embodies. When people hear Harlem, like, it's just like
The Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah, it's history. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's rich African American history, innovation, a time in an era where we was basically holding down, like, you know, holding it fucking down on lots of different areas. You know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, from my knowledge, a Japanese man owns that club. You know, and still, like, you know, I remember some of the first days I started going there, and, you know, you're going to because they have events at the clubs, right? And some of the events, once again, are much more geared towards Japanese people. So some Japanese local guys that be performing or some shit, or some dance group or whatever so may be. But still, at the same time, I mean, even it is Japanese geared towards Japanese solely, it's still a public event. And if I come into the club, I'm guaranteeing you that I'll get looks at Harlem. Okay, I'm almost 90% sure. Like, oh, this is not their night. You like that type of.
They're gonna be like, oh, it's gotten dark in here all of a sudden. You turned the lights out. That's cold. I'm from the South. When you hear that, it got dark and all of a sudden, I mean, a lot of black people just walked in the room.
It's just like.
Maybe Japan got the same.
It's like it's like just not their night. Usually their nights are like Fridays and Saturdays. Their events are like Saturdays or something like. This is our event in Harlem, like Harlem. Same, you know what I mean? And I mean, it just blows me, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's why I don't really fuck with a lot of people. A lot of people want to be black, but not many people really want to be black. Kind of like 6ix9ine scenario, you know what I mean? Speaking of which, he a bitch because he did all that dirt in his ass and that were telling everybody. So, I'm not even a gangster, but I wasn't telling everybody like that. But in Japan, a lot of people want to be black or they want to be hip hop.
Yeah, they want to be something.
But
they don't have it.
But they're not about that life for real. And that's why a lot of people meet me and they just like, why you don't sag? Why you don't wear Jordan? And I'm like, I come from a world, if you about that shit, like if you rapping hip hop like that for real, you get a lot of attention from, unwanted attention from police. So I learned to like carry myself different because I really don't want to deal with police or anybody like that. Even though I have on many cases, like dealt with police. I look down the barrel of police guns, had gun pulled on me, stuff like that. And I'm wearing suits and stuff. But in Japan, a lot of people dress like that, and they just think it's cool, kakoi, man. And it bothers me in a way because why that style is cool is because of what we had to go through. It's like, it's rebel attire. It's true outsider attire. But now, after we done paid the price for it, now everybody's like, oh, it's cool. And that shit really bothered me, so.
These people go out the way to perm their hair to stand up.
Yeah, to stand up. So like how my hair is, oh my God, people love it. But in the States, I went home, my family even be like, you need to cut your hair, because this type of hairstyle, get you unwanted attention sometimes from law enforcement. They kind of show that you really don't comply, you know what I mean? Kind of like, I do me. But in Japan, everybody trying to get like this, so I would say coming to Japan really opens your eyes up to where you realize like how much a black culture in America influenced the world, but we really don't benefit from it. And why we wanted to say be you, because black people, a lot of people of color, no matter race, Hispanic, Asian, you need to like love who you are, be you, and get paid for being you. Not trying to be Europeans and stuff. Like, take your culture, package it, and sell it to the world. That's what the people who run the world do best, whether it be Chinese, Japanese, European. But then for like black Americans, most of the time we create some stuff and then everybody trick us into what we got is bad. One time jazz was bad, blues was bad. Now you come over here, you just got dope. Like, everybody's trying to be a jazz artist. But we put the saxes down because everybody was telling us it was bad. Now everybody's like being less hip-hop artists. We was running baseball for a minute in America. Everybody stopped playing baseball. Now, everybody get these big-ass contracts. So what I'm saying is, be you, love yourself, love what you love, and keep doing it. Don't let nobody talk you out of doing what you love. Because most of the time they're trying to talk you out of being successful. Because they see you about to transcend and move up in a sense, and they don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And you see that a lot in America, especially with the people that look like us. as someone starting to rise and about to leave out the community, what happened? They get murdered. So I would definitely say always love yourself, be you to the fullest.
Yeah, man. Always got to do that. And to piggyback off of that, it's just that I just will kind of close and wrap it up after these few couple comments I have is that that's the problem that they have the biggest out here being Japanese citizens is being themselves, because the society doesn't perpetuate that. It doesn't perpetuate self-love. It doesn't perpetuate be creative, step outside the box. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we can get people in here. Let's paint murals of people that don't look like us, but we like they shit. But yeah, they can't come up in here. We're gonna act like we created it. So we're gonna live in our pretend world. And to go back on that, I kind of think that's kind of what it is too. You're kind of just feeling like, oh, we did this.
Yeah.
So like, you know. So let's keep it. This is our bubble. This is our.
Can I speak on that? He's so right. There are people that actually brought hip hop, brought R&B to Japan. If we come over here, you kind of like devalue them. A lot of people don't get that. So imagine this: if a lot of people start moving. So there are people that's like the godfather of hip hop or R&B in Japan. Why? The fact they brought it over here, the fact they represent it, that gives them some type of value. Well, by your presence, you devalue them. Just like if you go into these bars, he's talking about there are people in there that are like the dancers of the bar, like the best. Oh, I went to New York. They can say a couple of words, and they say, I study hip-hop in New York, but it probably was YouTube or something. But if you come in there and you out-dance them, oh, you done fucked up everything. Because actually, they were getting paid for shows and everything. They were getting paid to dance. And now for black folks, that shit blow our mind. We dance for free. When we happy, we can get it.
Dance good.
Dance real good. Shit, you go in there, you just having a good time. Everybody's like, oh, fuck you. I ain't gonna pay you. Hey, can you teach me to dance? That happens over here. I got people lined up right now. You to teach them to dance, sing, perform. And they don't want to go to the Japanese person. Because what you do, easy, like naturally, they got people who go train and come back still subpar.
Have whole dance studios.
Whole studios.
And packed out.
And they still can't hold a torch.
For absorbent amounts of money. Absorbent amounts of money. It's ridiculous.
And
I mean, not even only us. I mean, like hip hop, salsa, whatever ethnic.
Salsa, and even the hip hop. It's salsa.
It don't be nobody from Spain teaching it. It don't be nobody from if it's samba. It don't be nobody from Brazil teaching it.
I went to Zumba classes here. Japanese lady in there, mad trained. I go in there and start Zumba. Shit, everybody stopped looking at the teacher and just look at me. So I had teachers tell me just come to the front because she realized shit, the class ain't even looking at her no more. So she just like, hey, just come stand next to me so I keep the attention.
So yeah, I mean, I think that they don't know how to do that. They don't know how to be themselves. They know how to take, repackage, and resell something that's not theirs very good. Very good. And have you up in arms like, what the hell just happened? Like they just repackaged, resold me my shit that I've been around for years, my whole life, and made a profit off of it.
And then they try to become the authority figure on your own shit. I done had people here try to teach me to dance. I'm like, bitch, dance ain't got no rules to it. I swear to God, they'll put rules to dance. You'll be blown away. You'll be like, y'all done put rules on fashion, rules on dance. So, don't let nobody put you in the box, man.
No, at all. So, on that note, I think we want to wrap this up. We don't want to help. You know, people got shit to do. We'll try to keep these things short, not unless we have somebody that we feel like we can speak to, that we have on that may be able to relate to a particular topic that that we're speaking on. I got a few people in mind that I've been talking to, and they said they would be okay with coming on to our channel and speaking with us on particular types of issues and things like that. Other than that, like since this is our first dry run, like we're new to this, leave your constructive criticisms in the comment section. Hate is welcome as well.
Yeah, I don't mind haters. Like, for example, my black ass should not have been that close to the camera. Should not have been. I was tired. I'm sleepy.
So
You
if
see
you want
it?
to put a thumb down and just put complete hate comments in here as well too. That's fine too. We don't care. We're really not those type of dudes for real. Like,
Yeah.
we'll kind of take that and repackage it, and like, oh, okay, whatever. That's your opinion.
Oh yeah, don't fall for that Gucci damn shit. See, like we just say we like hate, right? And all these niggas talking about Gucci, that's free advertisement. Them niggas got the best advertisement for a racist ass sweater. Stop talking about that shit.
Please.
See how hate can be great advertisement? So that's why I said, yeah, hate me, please. Please. Start a Men Too movement. Start some movement against me. Fuck Saint Lavelle. Let my name ring through the universe. Hate me. Nah, for real. Just love me though, for real. Yeah. Catch you guys next time. Yo, Saint Novell, Instagram. Follow me on Saint Novell on Instagram.
Yep. And I'm still, Black Sunflower Samurai 1914. Like I said, this is our first dry run.
You got
In the
them on?
comments, in the comment section, give us what y'all want to hear about. You know what I'm saying? Which, because like I said, we're gonna let out there raw. And we're gonna hit on what it is that you want. And like I said, I think that's a big thing. Why my interview got such a buzz, because I hit on what it is to be an African American here, and I gave that information to you. I tried to keep it off of me and make it about the people watching. You're trying to get some information, so we want to do that as well. So just let us know, man.
All right, catch you guys next time.
Yeah. Always be you.
Be you.